Hello students, welcome back to PEHS Sumati Academy. So again we have our general knowledge means GK class. In this class we have to learn about a new chapter 4, that is from our past. From our past means in this video we will learn about or we will know about some personalities which are very famous from our Indian history. So first person we have, that is Mirabai. All we know the Mirabai, which is always related to Lord Krishna. She was a 16th century Hindu majestic poet, okay, and a devotee of Lord Krishna. As we all know that Mirabai is a great devotee of Lord Krishna. She was born into Rajput royal family of Rajasthan, okay, and she treated Lord Krishna as her husband. She always treated Lord Krishna as her husband. Mirabai was married to Vosraj, which was the prince of Mewar. So that's why Mirabai is directly related to Mewar. And according to a popular legend, her in-laws never liked that Mirabai just treat Lord Krishna as a husband, or a full day she spent by praising Lord Krishna. So many times they tried to execute her, like they have sent Meera a glass of poison, and also they have sent her snake instead of flowers. But still, Mirabai dedicated her whole life to praise the Lord Krishna, and she also wrote so many bhajan for Lord Krishna, which is also popular nowadays. Now next we have, that is Akbar. Abul Fazl Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar. This was the full name of Akbar. He was also known as the Akbar the Great, and Akbar was born on October 1545, and he ruled from 1556 to 1605. He was the third Mughal emperor, and after the Humayun was the father of Akbar, and after the death of Humayun, Bairam Khan helped the young emperor expand and consolidate Mughal dominance in India. Okay, he also started a new religion, that is Deen-e-Ilahi. Okay, Deen-e-Ilahi was the religion of was the dharma which is started by the Akbar, and also a book is written by Abul Fazl on his whole life, which is known as Akbarnama. He was a great Mughal emperor. Now we have very famous character in our history, Indian history, that is Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. We all know the name of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Chhatrapati Shivaji was the creator of Maratha Empire. We all know that Chhatrapati Shivaji is always related to Maratha Empire. He was born on February 19, 1630 at Signeri Fort in Pune, and Shivaji is credited with establishing a progressive civil rule with well-structured administrative organization. Okay, Shivaji is also famous for his military forces, and he also expanded his military forces to Maratha influence, capturing and building forts and forming a strong navy. That are the main points of the Shivaji emperor. Now next we have Kanishk I, or Kanishk the Great. He was the emperor of the Kushan dynasty in the 2nd century, and he was very much famous for his military, political and spiritual achievements. He was the king of Kushan Empire in the Central Asia. Okay, he was the third king of Kushan dynasty. He worked for preaching the Buddhism, and he spread Buddhism to China, Japan, Central Asia and Tibet, and convinced the 4th Buddhist Council at Kundalwana in Kashmir. And due to his work, he is often called as a second Ashoka. Now next king from our Indian history, that is Samudragupta. Okay, Samudragupta was very famous and was a ruler of the Gupta Empire. Okay, Gupta Empire of ancient India, as a son of the Gupta Emperor Chandragupta I and the Lichvi princess Kumar Devi. He greatly expanded his dynasty in political manner, and he is also called as a Napoleon of India. Okay, he is also famous as a Napoleon of India for his monumental achievements in a single lifetime and amazing military powers. Now next we have very important, that is Razia Sultana. Okay, Razia al Din. The name of Razia Sultana is Razia al Din, and she was popularly known as Razia Sultana. She was a ruler of Delhi Sultanate in the northern part of Indian subcontinent, and she is notable for being the first female Muslim ruler of Indian subcontinent. Okay, Razia Sultana was very wise and excellent administrator and brave and warrior like her father. Now next we have, that is Ashoka. We all know that the Ashoka is also known as Ashoka the Great. He was an Indian emperor of Maurya dynasty who ruled almost all of the Indian subcontinent from century 268 to 232 BC before Christ. The grandson of the founder of Maurya dynasty, Chandragupta Maurya. He was the grandson of Chandragupta Maurya, and Ashoka promoted the spread of Buddhism across the ancient Asia. And he is remembered for the Ashoka pillars, which is also famous in Sachi. We all know that Sachi, and edicts for sending Buddhist monks to Sri Lanka and Central Asia, and for establishing monuments marking several significant sites in the life of Gautam Buddha. And but after the Kaling War, he decided not to war in the future. When he saw so many soldiers are killed, so many orphans are left, so many widows females are there, then suddenly he changed his mind, his heart, and he decided after the Kaling War he will not to do war in the future. Now we have next king or next emperor, that is Harshvardhan. This is known as Harsha. He was an Indian emperor who ruled North India from 606 to 647 CE, and he was a member of Vardhan dynasty. Mostly he is famous for a Chinese traveler, Huang Zheng, who visited the court of Harsha and wrote a very favorable accounts of him, praising his justice and generosity. His biography, Harsh Charitra. Okay, Harsh Charitra means deeds of Harsha, means written by the Sanskrit poet Banabhat. Okay, so Harsh Charitra means deeds of Harsha, in which all the deeds, all the achievements are written in this book, which is written by Banabhat.